I have deep compassion for clinical depression, but when it comes to the quarterback of an NFL team, you know this as well as better than I do. It's the ultimate leadership position in sports.
This is FS1's Skip Bayless. All the times where she would have to spend probably 10 plus hours throwing up this and that. And the Dallas Cowboys is Dak Prescott.
You are commanding an entire franchise, and they're all looking to you to be their CEO, to be in charge of the football team.
All throughout this quarantine and this offseason, I started experiencing emotions I've never felt before. Anxiety for the main one. And then, honestly, a couple of days before my brother passed, I would say I started experiencing depression. Didn't know necessarily what I was going through, to say the least.
Because of all that, I don't have sympathy for him going public with, I got depressed. I suffered depression early in COVID to the point that I couldn't even go work out. Look, he's the quarterback of America's team.
Beyond tone deaf.
What it do is 903 Boxing. I'm your host, Charles J. Okay, man, shout out to my audience, man. Shout out to those that's rocking with me, man. Yeah, we back in the kitchen, man. Couple more things I want to touch on. Yeah, I ain't done with Skip yet. I ain't done with you. By the way, yeah, I decided to switch some things up. Yeah, we gon' rock on YouTube with the videos and yeah, for my Instagram followers, yeah, I do little posts here and there and shit like that, and I post shit and shit like that. Before it's my videos, yeah, we gonna rock on YouTube, man. So yeah, shout out to my audience, man. Keep rocking with me. We gonna keep the sauce. Yeah, Skip, man. You know, that's amazing. Just hearing that. Actually, I had never heard that. I didn't know he was said that about Dak when Dak was going through that and lost his brother, lost his mother. Yeah, actually, I didn't even know he had lost his mother and his brother because I hadn't followed football since the Kaepernick situation. So I don't really, I didn't know that about Dak. But yeah, it's just another example. Skip Bayless, I'm gonna tell you something else about him, bro. Nobody mentions this because there's nobody black in sports media that promotes race. Stephen A. don't do it. Jalen Rose don't do it. None of these, and Shaq and Charles Barkley damn sure don't do it. Nobody does that but Skip. Skip and other white reporters, they always make things about race. Even when we just trying to talk sports, we just trying to talk sports and breaking down the sports and breaking down football and breaking down, you know, the love for the game. But Skip always make it about race. He always do that. He hates when it's a black quarterback. He shit on Lamar Jackson. He shit on Deshaun Watson. He shit on Dak. He shit on all black quarterbacks. And just like he said in that video, the quarterback's position is the most valuable position. That's the leader. And that's why it's still such a shortage on black quarterbacks. So yeah, I'm gonna tell you some real shit, bro. And I don't watch football. I ain't watched it in years. I completely lost love for it. It's just they too well behaved over there. And boxing, y'all ain't far off. You know, I don't know if you noticed lately, I just been talking about different issues that, you know, I treat boxing like a part-time lover. Because it's part-time with me. So, yeah, sometimes I don't even want to talk about boxing or sports or none of that shit. So, yeah, it took a lot. It just takes the love of the sport out of all these sports. The constant spread of hate, and what bewilders the hell out of me is that when we point this out, or when I point these things out, I'm the hateful motherfucker. Yeah, I'm the motherfucker that I always want to. Well, you goddamn right, I want to always talk about race because of everything about it. And you goddamn right, we're going to talk about that every goddamn day. It won't let up or none of that shit. So, yeah, back to Skip. Yeah, Skip. Remember that movie, White Man Can't Jump? That shit was, you know, I get mad at Wesley Snipes. And I get mad, you know, I get mad at him for that other weird-ass movie when he was cross-dressing. But I always got mad at him for that movie because it wasn't realistic. That shit was not. What's that boy now? He a good actor too. I can't remember his name, but his name was Billy in the movie. Yeah, Billy. Yeah, he dunked at the end and shit like that. That shit was not realistic, bro. The movie White Man Can Jump. It explains a lot about athleticism. And when you look at that movie, and you look at basketball today, dunking that shit, they don't even get a lot of highlights like that no more. It ain't popular to be great at dunking and putting the ball between your legs and slamming it backwards and doing a 360 and shit like. Nah, it's about shooting threes now. Because all the white players have always shot threes and shit like. They're not known for flying in the air. I don't know a white boy that ever could fly in the air and do athletic shit. I don't know now. I know some good shooters. Yeah, Larry Bird was a good shooter. He could drive to the hole and little shit like that. Yeah, but they taking athleticism out of the NBA. And it's not popular to be athletic. And that's why they don't really promote Ja Morant like that. But I think Ja Morant is one of the most exciting players in the NBA. But yeah, Skip, man, it's about time we get you, bro. This shit long overdue. Like I said, man, Shannon would hurt. That shit really hurt him, bro. He thought you was his best friend. I told you, y'all been friends a long time. He probably never been to your house, but I bet you been to his house. Yeah, you done been to his house, played with his kids, all kind of shit. But now he was reminded. And I heard Jalen Rose went off on you, and yeah, I heard about that. I didn't listen to it though. But Jalen Rose, you know, that woman you with, you know, I look at shit like that, bro. You say weird shit too. So, you know, I can't stand when a brother try to come out and act like you standing up for black folks when you've never really done it that much and you wishy-washy, you want to shit on black. That's what Stephen A do. You want to shit on black folks and then take up for them. Shit on them, take. I don't respect a Jalen Rose. I don't respect no black man in sports that hold a microphone. You know, the only black man I might respect that do any kind of commentary in sports might be a Brian Custer. It might be a goddamn Brian Custer. Reason being, Brian Custer, he got the fuck away from them white folks. He went and got that Last Stand. He bring on some of the greatest fighters, and he don't want a white boy. He know he can be great without a white boy sitting next to him. Yeah, he got self-respect for himself and self-belief, and he don't think he need a Max Kellerman or a Skip Bayless sitting next to him when he do his interviews or talk boxing. So I'd say that might be the only one. But nah, most of them, they, like I said, black commentators and black fans in every sport, we're the fairest group of people. We try to call shit down the line, and I don't give a fuck how much you try to call shit down the line and be fair. That shit'll never work for you, bro. That's like bringing your fist to a knife fight. Motherfuckers got blades, bro. So, you know, we can try to call it down the line all we want, but a motherfucker like Skip gonna always be around to shit on what you're saying. And it's going to be about race at the end of the day. It ain't no sport in America that ain't about race. And especially boxing. So, yeah, Skip, yeah, I'm looking at this picture of you, bro. You look real soft. I'm going to tell you some real shit. What's that motherfucker name? Sean Bradley. You'd have made Sean Bradley would have looked like Shaq compared to you. You'd have made Sean Bradley look like the greatest center of all time. Yeah, boy, you look like you didn't have no balance, no sauce. Yeah, and you don't even hold the ball right. You know, you look clumsy as shit. And you average 1 point a game. So you the motherfucker that want to criticize all the NBA players and black football players and tell them how the sport supposed to go. So I've never agreed with no shit like that. And I'm gonna be honest, even when I watch fight, I don't even listen to the commentary. I don't do none of that because it's always about race and it's always about belittling another group of people. So now, Skip, I can't fuck with you, bro. Yeah, you exposed, and I don't know how that Undisputed show gonna go from now, cause I know Shannon hurt. That shit fuck with him, bro. I don't know how y'all gonna play that shit out, but yeah, I guess for the chick, Shannon to play that shit out, but he really hurt. I just hope he slapped the dog shit out you. That's all I want is some shit like that. But like I said, once again, man, if you're looking for my videos, man, I'm gonna drop this one on the ground. But after that, you just gonna have to catch me on YouTube, man. And I post a pic or yeah, little post or something like that on Instagram every now and then. But yeah, we on YouTube and we cooking and we got the sauce in the motherfucking pot. This is 903 Boxing. I am your host, Charles J. With that, I'm out.